back at McLean Stadium on the banks of the Brazos. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. It's the Texas Tech Red Raiders and the Baylor Bears. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
Checking in with the Texas Tech head coach before the game. He said late in the season, every conference game carries extra weight, especially now that they have played their way into the top 12 nationally. As you know, with this college football playoff remaining where it stands right now, being in this bracket matters down the stretch. Late in the season, he just wants his team to continue to play with confidence and physicality. He knows that prize is in sight for this group right now. Guys, back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. And the Red Raiders ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. Deep in the end zone, it's Brown. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Bears offense to go on the attack first. Last time these two met, it was a beatdown, and I'm sure these guys would love to... First punch in this one.
Bragging rights and setting the tone right from the beginning of the game, right? I mean, they came in, were shot out of a cannon. They were playing with so much energy and so much fire. They just overwhelmed their opponent the last time out there.
And I promise you they've heard about it a lot, right? They've been poked, they've been prodded. It's been mentioned.
And down he goes back at the 3.
And I think this offense was looking for a reason to ignite the whole crowd, coming out on first down, throwing the football, but the defense was ready. Nice job getting to the quarterback, making a big sack on the first play of the game.
Out wide right, it's Freeman. Jumped on top of the pile.
Really good offenses are able to attack short. You've got to be able to attack the whole field to make you honor that underneath part, then the intermediate part, and then you take shots down the field. This will loosen up some shots for later in the game.
Still looking. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Finds a crease at the 20. Steps out of bounds across the 25. They'll mark it at the 26, and a good pickup for this offense here. The Bears will have it 1st and 10. Throwing, Lagway. Oh, pressure's coming. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
And this is going to be the matchup for this defense all game long, containing the QB speed, because he can get out and he can roll. Nice job early in this football game, judging his speed, getting out there, getting the sack, and most importantly, getting a hit on him early in this football game so he can physically feel you, and those hits can start to add up throughout a football game.
This quarterback's showing a lot of resiliency here on this drive because first down he got sacked, second in California, he's able to scramble, and while he didn't get the first down, he's able to get a little bit of it back, and he's made this 3rd down manageable now. Let's see if he can make another play here and keep his offense on the field.
He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
Awesome job there on 3rd down by the QB, working through his progressions. He wanted to go downfield, but the defense took everything away. So his eyes come down, he finds the drag route underneath, makes a good throw, and his guy does the rest to pick up the 1st.
Using his legs, it's Turner. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong, the emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Here's Lagway to pass. Timed it perfectly to not get free and forces a 3rd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
The Bears go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Again, it's Lagway. Left side is Porter. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. After the completion, we see there is a man down, and the clock will stop to check on him. And the Bears will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
1st down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
Picked up some of what they needed on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. He wants it all. Can't hang on in the end zone, and that one is going to drive him crazy when he watches it. It'll be 3rd down.
And you've got a golden opportunity here now on 3rd down. I know you just threw an incompletion, but you've had a really nice drive to start this game. You want to cap this thing off, and you want to do that by scoring a touchdown. So think about who your best playmakers are and who needs to get a look on this critical 3rd down. Whether you're running it or you're throwing it, the best players touch the ball right here.
That is no good. And guys, after the miss, no change in the score. So the Texas Tech Red Raiders offense will now get its first chance with the football. And when these two guys are in sync the way they were a week ago, just a nightmare. It's a performance they hope they can repeat this week, Jesse.
And I think a big key in that last game was they linked up a couple times early, had some big plays. And then after that, David, it didn't seem like the quarterback was looking anywhere else. They're going to try and establish that connection and that rhythm early in this one.
And defensively, where is the big fella? Like, I got to identify where he is every single snap and give him some extra attention. So if I route him at the line of scrimmage and be physical, have that safety help over the top, I'm not letting him beat me.
Running inside, it's Dickey. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes, he's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
Right at the line. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down. The Red Raiders will punt this one away. First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. And there will be no return on this one, and he can't get it out of bounds. The ball will come out to the 20. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. A blown opportunity, missing that short field goal on the last drive, and now they'll try to put something on the board here. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Lagway. Right side, it's Turner. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down.
Well, they're going to try to get this guy the football as many ways as they can. You're going to see it, obviously, in the running game, but here doing a nice job in the pass game, too. Leaking him out of the backfield, working the right side of the field. That's a nice game by the offense.
There he goes. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. To the air, it's Lagway. Throws for the tight end. Got him downfield. A likely touchdown-saving tackle, but the catch and run takes it down to the 7. They are really clicking along, 1st and goal on just the 4th play of the drive. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. 2nd and goal for the offense. Tries again to get it in. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Bears! Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And he tacked on the extra point. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Red Raiders offense comes out ready to attack. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. They'll put this one in play, first snap of the drive from the 25. Snaps it, they'll throw to start the drive. Under pressure. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Out wide left, it's Johnson. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Looking downfield, it's Hammond. Caught over the middle, it's Eakin. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. That's the end of the period. Baylor is on top. And we've come to the end of the 1st as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the 2nd quarter. And the Red Raiders with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. On the run, it's Dickey. Looking for a crease. He's stopped right at the 50-yard line, but they'll move the chains. It's 1st down. The Red Raiders are moving quickly down the field. Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. Caught. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, it's Dickey. Oh, he's got some space. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. They use those back-to-back explosives to set him up 1st and goal. Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? This time they'll throw it. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete. They got mauled on the last play. Do they have anything that'll work on 3rd and goal from the 2? From the gun, wants to pass. Touchdown, Red Raiders! Fired in from the red zone for the score. The extra point here would tie the game.
And I think this is really the separators in good offense and great offense. Can you throw the football inside the 5-yard line with the tight windows? He can. Nice strike, nice catch, nice execution.
Number 95, set to kick off.
He'll bring it out. It's Williams. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Baylor sends out the offense to go to work. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Hits inside, it's Turner. Just smothered on the play.
Really nice job by this defense. First down was not successful. They get the second and short, and those are the downs where they can be really aggressive on offense and take advantage. So you kind of don't know how to play it, but they did a good job playing the run, protecting themselves against the pass, and now forcing a third down.
That's got to feel good if you're the offense because third down has been a bit of a problem all season long, but you love the way they're executing at this point, finding ways to keep the chains moving.
Flagway on the play action. Takes a hit as he fires. Almost had the completion, just missed it. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Looking for room, it's Turner. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? We now move inside 4 minutes to play here in the first half. Flagway will try to get it from the gun on third down. Left side, it's Miller. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. And the Bears line up to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. And that one will sail out of bounds. No chance for a return there. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one. Short completion on first down, and here comes 2nd and 8. They think they can impose their will here with the run to the right. And he runs into a wall, maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage. They come to the line, facing 3rd and long from the 25. Back to pass, it's Hammond. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Makes the grab. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
And that's why quarterbacks take their offensive lines out for all-you-can-eat wings. Clean pocket, able to step up, scan the entire field, and pick the open receiver.
Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. The fake and wants to throw. Makes the catch, it's Carter. He just slips and slides his way down to the 42.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. And what that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that.
Oh, it's picked off. Off and running. The 30. He's at the 20. Touchdown Bears. A pick 6. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. Still running at the 40. They finally get him down, but the explosive play has them set up as we get set for the final 2 minutes of the half. An explosive play to start the drive, and they'll try to keep the D on its heels. Caught in the backfield, it's Johnson. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Drops back, it's Hammond. Lets it fly. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
I'll tell you something, in college football, you're lucky if you get 2 interceptions in a season. This guy now has 2 interceptions. In the first half of this game, he's been reading the quarterback's eyes, and he has been everywhere, an absolute baller.
Quick give, it's Turner. Turning it on! Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
And a great job by the offensive line. You're going to run the ball right up the middle. You better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackle's doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big gain.
And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain. The last completion got him 6. Now it's 2nd and 4. Flagway wants to throw. Out wide right, it's Miller. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. Throw him to the spot, and that's exactly what he did to pick up the first down.
And that's so many hours of doing this together. You know exactly when he's going to break on that out route. You know what kind of speed he has because you've thrown it so many times. Nice rhythm and timing, and you could tell that was experience between receiver and quarterback.
The Bears come to the line with a new set of downs. Going to the run, it's Turner. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Back to throw, time running short in the half. And he was shooting for the end zone there, and they couldn't make the completion.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
After that incompletion, it's now 4th and short in the red zone. Decision time if you're the head coach. You just take the field goal, or do you keep your offense on the field looking to get 6?
It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And now the lead is even bigger.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick. Lets it fly. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Taking it the other way. The 30, the 20. And they make the play to stop the scoring opportunity just before the end of the half. Offense has enough time to get off the play before we head to the half. Throwing, Lagway. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. Made the grab in the end zone for the score. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance.
Well, you can't get momentum in a game any better than they just did. Defensively, you get the turnover. Right away, your offense jogs on the field. You take a shot deep, you hit it for a touchdown. They've got a lot of explosive playmakers on this offense, and you saw it right there.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And the offense will play it safe, take a knee, and head to halftime. And they head to the locker room, 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Guys, we knew this would be a telling week, and Week 12 has not disappointed. Let's get you updated right away. We begin with the Michigan State Spartans taking on the number 5 team, the Oregon Ducks. And it's Michigan State coming away with a blowout victory in what looks like a major upset. Expect major changes in the polls this week. And that's now 4 W's on the season. This one could be a confidence builder, not only in the context of this season, but also what that group of underclassmen can do down the road. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. And now back to your game in Waco. This running back is enjoying one very productive day. He's the bell cow for this team. They are not afraid to give him the ball, and he's a big reason why they're 2 quarters from a win.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. What do you got on the sideline, Holly?
Guys, the Bears head coach told me coming out of the locker room, they are really thrilled with how their defense is playing so far. They knew coming in that they had a really tough opponent in the wide receiver on the other team, somebody who could change a game with one route. But their defense has been stout and solid. We'll see if they can continue to do that here as that wide receiver gets the ball here to start the second half. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Here comes the heat. Hauls it in. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Pass interference. Defense.
They decline the penalty for pass interference, and they'll stand on the results of the play. Here comes the offense on first down. The run inside. It's sticky. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6. And the Red Raiders are in the hurry-up.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
To the air, it's Hammond. Right side, it's Danzy. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. Keeps it himself. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're...
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Plowing ahead on 4th down. He's not quite going to get there, and they'll turn it over on downs as the defense stops him a few yards short.
Yeah, and see, I have no problem being aggressive near midfield. I got no problem whatsoever. You get stuffed, but I think you have to show your team, like, we're going to be aggressive. We're going to continue to try to make it, even in the second half when things are getting tight.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Here's Lagway to pass. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Makes the grab. It's Livingston. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. They'll snap it from the 28 in field goal range, but it's 3rd and short. Keeping it on the ground inside, it's Turner. He'll come through on 3rd downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23.
This is one of the top 10 offenses in the nation in getting first downs. To do that, you gotta have balance. You can't always throw for it on 3rd down. You've got to be able to run it as well. And they've got a dude in the backfield who just knows how to move the chains.
Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. They go play action with Lagway. Fires to the wideout. Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be 3rd down.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
And I'm not surprised with the run, and I'm not going to be surprised if they run it again, right? This offense now set up. They put a drive together, first and goal. Who can be more physical? The line of scrimmage is critically important when the field starts to shrink. Let's see who can bow up and make a play here.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on second.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
In that second down play, the defense, I think, was expecting pass. So you saw them come firing upfield. They use their speed. They use their athleticism. They win the one-on-ones, and they get a big-time sack.
Out wide right, it's Livingston. Touchdown, Baylor! And the route is on. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Paul.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Texas Tech will start the drive. The offense ready to go. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute much better.
They got to be super aggressive. Down 24, you're going to need 3 touchdowns, 3 two-point conversions, everything to kind of go your way. So fast and throwing the football.
Right side, it's Dickey. Out across the 30 to the 39 after getting 10 on that one. They'll snap it from the 39, first and 10. A little misdirection and the handoff on the counter. Breaks into the open. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. The Red Raiders come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Didn't get much on first down. It's second and 9. They give it to him again. Can't get him to the ground. They got it blocked just enough and a good gain on that run. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces the fourth down. No signs of any kind of kickers. They'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. Got to make the play on fourth. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. And they are stopped on fourth down. That decision will be questioned. Flagway. He's going for a big play downfield. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. Made a defender miss. They get him on the ground after the turnover, but there is a flag on the field, and we'll see if that will be a reprieve for this offense.
That's just a mental error. On defense, you got to watch the ball. I understand the quarterback shouting and he's clapping and there's all this crowd noise, but you just got to hone in, watch the football before you come out of your stance.
Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Out wide right, it's Miller. He stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain. Passing game kept his drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Flagway wants to throw. Flip it out to the back on the screen. Some really tough running there gets him to the 45-yard line. The Bears in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a first down for this offense. With this game decided, let's take a look at the projected playoff bracket, and it's getting late. Week 12, and this is how things would stack up if the playoffs started today. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. Final stand to the game, and we'll the first down. They'll give it to him again. Makes the tackle at the 31. It's a pickup of 5 on the play. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Gives it to the back on the draw. Pulled down after a pickup of 4 to the 27.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't.
Right down the gut of the field. Touchdown, Bears! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They've now extended that lead, and they're trying to hang on for a Week 12 victory. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he made the extra point without problem. So that's a 59-yard touchdown drive. And he capped it off with a 27-yard touchdown run. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Red Raiders offense comes out ready to attack. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. Looking downfield, it's Hammond. Right side, it's Simmons. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. There he goes. He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line.
Yeah, and way to be creative, way to get the ball in the perimeter really quickly, get some speed outside. All you got to do is secure that edge, and you're just trying to get that first down. Nice job, nice play call by the offense.
Using his feet. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose.
Man, those are backbreakers. Defensively, you get so excited. You force the fumble, I'm going to get a turnover, and the offense fails.
The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Look out! That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Fires on the run. Can't hook up on the long throw, and the fourth down goes by the boards for this offense.
I think that play right there has been a big theme in this game. When it matters the most, on big-time down and distances, this defense has been able to step up and make the play when they need it most. That fourth down, great job in the back end in coverage, forcing the incompletion with a big lead now, creating a turnover on downs.
Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Man, this is a punch to the gut. When you know you're losing, and you know you got to get a stop, and you know they're going to run the football, and they still run the football down your throat. It's been that kind of day for this defense.
Here we go, ready. Moves the pocket. It's Griffin. Makes the grab. And the Bears are in the red zone. Smart move to keep it on the ground. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
They went right back to him, and they got the exact same thing. Nothing doing against this defense. It'll be fourth down. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. It's good. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
Yes, that's one way to ensure there's no return as the kickoff goes out of bounds. Don't know if the defense will appreciate having to defend a short field from the start after that penalty. They'll try the counter. All over him immediately.
Well, that last play is basically a microcosm of what today has been like for this offense. Just nothing happening. Not physical enough at the point of attack. They're being swarmed. They haven't had the balance necessary to win this game, and that's why they find themselves trailing late.
Out wide right, it's Eakin. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. A first down for the offense. It's really the most common type of upset we see every year. The home field advantage is so big, and especially when you have a ranked team come to town, they love to play spoiler.
Yes, and what needed to happen happened in this football game. Something good to happen early to get the belief and to get this crowd involved. And when the crowd gets involved, Jesse, it changes the game, and I think it had a lot to do with the outcome today.
I agree. I'll tell you, regardless whether this team is ranked or unranked, when their home crowd is like they were today, they're tough to beat, period. And you know this crowd and these fans, they're going to be celebrating this win for days and days to come.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College.